Hey there, beautiful souls. I've been in a lot of conversations lately, and self-care is something that comes up but doesn't get done very often. Because when we start to feel like we are burnt out and just over it and exhausted and we're like on edge and snapping, it's oftentimes because we're pouring from an empty cup and we aren't filling our own, right? We're giving all the time and just not making time to take breaks for ourselves. And that's so important. Like in this life journey, in this experience, and especially for women, I mean, men do it too. Oh my gosh. Like they go to work, they're providers, they, like bust their butts, they work really hard. But you know what? It's almost as if the roles are the same, whether you're a man or a woman. We're taught from a very young age that like we've got to work hard, we've got to do all the things, you got to keep pouring into other people, you put yourself last, and if you put yourself first, then you're being selfish, right? And they say that as being a negative thing, to be selfish. And in all honesty, when we go on flights, then you are taught that you put on your mask first, right? You have to take care of yourself because you cannot do anything for anybody else if you're depleted. And so I wanted to bring around this conversation of self-care because, what does that look like for you? Because a lot of times when I talk to people about it, they're like, oh yeah, I get a massage once a month, or I go and get my nails done, or, whatever that is. But we think of it as something that we do once in a while. Self-care needs to be something that you do every single day, right? And it looks different for everybody. Self-care for someone is when you are giving yourself that time to reset, to feel nurtured, feel like you're caring for yourself, just loving on yourself. So I'm going to give some examples of what self-care can look like. And then I would love for you to put in the chat, what it is that you do for your own self-care. What makes your cup feel like it's being filled for you? So some examples could be getting up before the kids get up and having that time to either read, to meditate, to work out, to do yoga, to get yourself ready for the day, put your makeup on, get a shower. It could be waking up early and having some, one-on-one time with your partner. It could be just having a quiet cup of coffee with nothing else going on. It could be going outside, getting into nature. It could be going for a run, taking a hot shower, a really nice long hot shower, or maybe you're into the cold plunges and doing a really good cold plunge. It could be just sitting in prayer with you and God, your source, and just really connecting. It could be going and just taking a quick nap, or just getting your water in for the day so you're feeling really energized that way. It could be choosing to eat healthy and to make yourself feel empowered and energized in that space. Could be writing things out, journaling. It could be so many different things, but I want you to recognize it's not something you do every once in a while, because when we do it every once in a while, we get burned out. And your cup, I like to imagine it as if we have a vase, right, that's filled with beautiful flowers, and then there's all these other vases around you. And if you're constantly pouring yourself out into others, eventually that vase is going to be depleted. And that's when you're going to get grumpy, be short, snap, like just be done. And your flowers are going to wilt, right? And you're not going to be showing up that vibrant, best version of yourself, because eventually you're not going to be getting what you need to be thriving, right? But when you are constantly like pouring a little bit of into yourself every single day, you're going to be overflowing onto others. You're going to be taking those rest stops. Like, it's conditioned in me. Like it was just part of my programming to be a workaholic, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not faulting my growing years experiences or anything like that. It is a way that I have this life experience, but it's really easy for me to dive into work and just work and work and work, and then not have any rest stops, not even eat. And then, it's time for my kids to get home, and then, we're all into their activities. And then like by the end of the night, I am like done, right? And so I have to schedule time into my day to like go outside, get up, walk around, go get some water. Like literally I have to schedule these things. I have to set reminders, because otherwise I forget, because my automatic program is to give. And so when it takes time, and I've talked to so many people that like they are so busy taking care of other people that they forget to care about themselves. And then they find themselves, however old you are, whether you're 30, whether you're 50, whether you're 70, and you realize that you never did anything for yourself. You've always been living for everybody else. And, that's a choice, but you can also help others. Like when you fill your cup first, you empower others to like take care of themselves and to show up for themselves. And you also are an example of priding and this life matters. I'm not just here to serve anybody else, right? Like I'm here to live my best life, and that allows them to live their best lives, right? And so I just would love to bring around the conversation of self-care, making sure it happens daily. And if you don't know what that is for you, like really just take a moment and just sit down and think about it, because it's really important, right? Because we're not here to just do for others. We're here to have the most amazing life experience. That's what we chose to come into this physical body for this lifetime, is to have the most amazing life experience. And if you are depleted and just running on empty all the time, that's not serving you, and it's definitely not serving the people around you that you love. So take some time today and explore like what it is that you really love. And for moms, like I know I forgot about myself for a really long time and I got really depleted. And it still is something that I have to remind myself of, right? Because like I said, I have that programming to like, be workaholic and do that all the time and put myself last. Well, when I remember to put myself first, I show up as the best version of myself. And that's not only doing something for me, it's doing something for everybody around me as well. So, let's start the conversation. I would love to hear, what are some things that you do to fill your cup? What does that look like for you? And if you would like support in, discovering what that is, or helping to make it a more consistent habit to show up for yourself and to fill your cup first, if you're in the space where you have been, where you're depleted and like are out of the habit of doing that for yourself, then reach out, send me a DM. I would love to support you with that. Okay, my friends, I hope you are having the most amazing day and expect abundance. And do yourself a favor and make it your mission today to go and lift someone up and make it their best day. All right, talk to you soon.